Lucky number 7. The 7th episode of Cars on the Road undoubtedly contains the most Easter eggs of any episode in the entire show. It has the most content, the most juice to break down, so I couldn't be more excited to get into it today with you guys. I have discovered a lot of stuff that I haven't seen anybody else talking about, so yeah, really pumped to share it all with you. But first, I want to ask if appearing in a movie like this is something you want to do, because it is absolutely the theme of this episode. Both Mater and McQueen have short roles that ultimately get cut out, but that's what they're doing. Even if it's an extra, is that something that interests you guys? And I did want to say I actually recently appeared as an extra in Peyton's Places on ESPN Plus in their Halloween episode. I'll probably do like a little video on this eventually because I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it, and I just wanted to toss it out there because it relates to this. And so yeah, guys, we're just going to dive right in now because undoubtedly, I mean that the most Easter eggs of any episode of Cars on the Road are in the B-movie episode. So the town is Rustville, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. We see a pastel green Bill Revs driving through, and that adds to the amount of station wagons like that we've seen throughout the Cars projects, mainly Cars 3 and now On the Road. So of course we saw like a white one, and then there are the Bill Revs orange ones, and now a green one, which looks pretty cool. Love seeing these retro shops. You have Sandeep's Ice Cream, which reminds me of Sudeep, one of the Rust-eze Racing Center trainees, and LeBlanc Antiques. There's a tractor in the background crossing the road. That's cool, of course. We love our tractors. You can see this road is on Route 66, which is a callback to the first movie. On the old movie theater marquee, one of the movies is the Radiator of the Lost Spark. That is a carification of the Indiana Jones movie, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, with showings at various times below it. Here we see a prop of the Mama UFO from the Cars Toon short Unidentified Flying Mater. There is a modern gas station on the right with a G blurred logo and selling per gallon at $3 and some cents. We'll revisit this later, by the way. Breaklight Pictures is also a carification of Searchlight Pictures, a Fox company now owned by Disney post that merger acquisition, with almost the exact same logo with the spotlights on either side. This zombie van here, well, he looks like Van from Cars 1 and Cars 2. Another store is Kahoot Spare Parts, and if anyone knows the significance of the phone number or the 422, let me know. The name kind of reminds me of Kabuto, to be honest. Love the near fourth wall break on McQueen's explanation of CGI to Mater, because they literally are CGI, like they are computer generated. You see McQueen's complete transformation of character here over the course since 2006, because he says he doesn't want to take anyone's job, which is something he definitely do in Cars 1. Even though the king was retiring, he was trying to take the king's job. And he also makes sure to introduce Mater instead of taking all the attention for himself, because they all know who he is, which makes sense because he's a famous race car, but they don't really know Mater. Even though Mater seems like he should be pretty famous if the events of Cars 2 are true. Or just, being with McQueen for like 16 years of his career. On the table in the background, you can see bottles of Easy Idle. The tent reads Craft O Services, which is a new company to Cars on the Road. In the background of the scene, you can see a lot of different props, such as Mater's hat from when he transforms into Materhosen, with the feather from Cars 2. Some of the leaves he takes on when he crashes through the tree in Cars 2 are there as well. Let me know if you see any more. We'll be back to some more prop shelves soon. The date on the clapperboard here is Halloween, October 31st, which is the day I am filming this, actually. So a little meta Easter egg there. The sheriff here utilizes the same model as Roscoe from Cars 3. They look really similar, down to even the gaps in their teeth. God, McQueen sucks at acting, but this reminds me of when he got the mud splashed on him in Cars 1. It's got that same viscosity, the texture of this gelatin and the mud are very similar. There's a silver Corvette in the background here that looks similar to Jeff Corvette, down to the expression, the way that he's looking at this Model T, who looks like Lizzie, that he's talking to. And obviously this spider car is freaking awesome. Smokey's in the background. Oh, wait, nope, that's just another maroon pickup truck of his exact same model. This scene starts the barrage of Mater costumes in this episode because up next we see Gravedigger Mater, and obviously we see President Mater, we see the Doctor Mater, etc., etc. This guy right here literally is Biz Torkson down to the paint color. Here we have more shelves of props, and wow, this stuff is amazing. I am so thrilled that they didn't hold back. They were like, oh, you could just put whatever the heck you want on these shelves. Just put everything on there. Like, make sure it all has a purpose. Now, I couldn't make a purpose of everything, but I'm sure there are a few things I missed. And so if you see something, please let me know. First off, on the top, you got Miss Fritter's stop sign blade from Cars 3. You got McQueen's night vision goggles from the first movie, or you could even say Griswold's from the previous The Legend episode. Jenga blocks even. A miniature version of the world's largest lug nut, which we saw in the first episode. The old cash register from the hotel in the Lights Out episode, and we will see that yet again soon. On the other side, which is the same shelf we saw before with Mater Hosen's cap, you got some instruments from Heavy Metal Mater like the guitar, the piano, and the drums. The hat Heavy Metal Mater wears during his music video with the light bulb that's fueling the electricity. Todd the Pizza Plant's canopies in the corner. Mia and Tia's pink cowgirl hats from Monster Truck Mater over there. One of the aircraft carrier Pity's helmets from the first Planes movie, a fan from Ocaniya and Cars 2, one of the face shields from the Lemons with the torches, and even a Piston cup. Wow. That is awesome. Like, okay. Thank you, Pixar, for giving us so many cool callbacks to not only previous Cars movies, but also Cars Toon shorts and the Planes movies. I'm sure there are more, so let me know if you spot any. Like, there's a few here I'm like, I kind of recognize that. Like this old metal helmet, that looks like it might be from a Planes movie, but I don't think so. And don't say, by the way, you missed or forgot fifth one, because that's just rude. Like, you come off like such a jerk when people say that. On one of the screens in the background, you see the Illuminati logo, the triangle with the eye in the center, which is the Eye of Horus. That's pretty weird. Love this retro motel, the Rollin' Inn. Haha, get it? Knee slapper right there. With color TV, Wi-Fi, and a heated pool. Ooh. Hey, more stores. Logan's Spare Tire Shop with 2 Ps. Kind of a jab at McQueen blowing tires at multiple points in the franchise. Jasmine's Garage. Cutler Granary, Flour, and Feed. Oh, and hey, a sputter stop, Pity without decals. Love how the prop shelves are rearranged a little bit again because they put the tombstone up there that they don't need anymore. And there's this weird pink fish. And by the way, I feel like I've seen this fan in something else as well. Oh my god, Ivy is back. Kind of weird that she already ditched the circus, so I felt that she was kind of forced into this episode. I'm not a big fan of that. And oh hell yeah, we got a full look at that gas station, which we still don't know the full name of, like it's just G, but $3.25 per gallon. Damn, I would die for that. Driving past the storefronts again, we see another old cash register in the window. On the side of this building, it reads, established in 1887, Merino Specialty Cars, Scar? And it fades out, so I can't really read the rest, unfortunately. Rustville seems like such a nice, quaint town, and it even says where dreams come true with a population of only 1,268 people, so I wonder if that number has any significance. But some of these things, like the telephone number I talked about before, might only have significance to the people who worked on the show. They'd be like, it's like a group of like 4 friends, and they all like put their birthdays in the phone number or something like that. Like that's kind of like the vibe I get from some of this stuff. And by the way, the cast reveals several of the characters' names, like Lance the Writer, who was a pretty badass character when he was like, don't look at me. And of course, we know Bella Cadaver, the director. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I can't believe I was able to orate all of that in only like 9.5 minutes. But yeah, I was kind of going rapid fire. I probably should have slowed down during the props because I'm going to have to jam all of those pictures in there in like a little 20-second segment. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. I do kind of like the, vibe they were going for here. But what I really like about it is just the fact that, there's so many callbacks to other projects, especially the Cars Toon stuff. I really am a big fan of that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Have a nice day. Bye now.